Hi everyone, Israel Luna here with DVTV. How are you? You're probably wondering why I'm using my cell phone. Well, because there is so much to see here, and I'm actually doing a 1-2-3 punch here. Because not only am I being cameraman for this conference, I am also going to be the editor, and I'm also going to be cameraman, on-camera personality, and I'm also going to be screening my movie as a part of the conference tomorrow at 1:30. And I'm here with Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
And they are taking me all over, show me where everything is, because this is huge, by the way. Oh, you might know this guy right here. Hey. Oh my God.
4,000 attendees.
Oh my God, 4,000 attendees, and all I'm thinking about right now is this is terrible lighting. We look like we're haunted or something. But anyway, there's so much to see, and I'm gonna shut up so I can get more footage and interview people, because there's a lot going on, right?
Yep.
There is.
All right, cool.
We are at the 32nd Annual Creating Change Conference. Since 1988, this has been the largest activist conference for LGBTQ folks in the country.
1988?
Since 1988,
Wow.
yes,
Okay.
yes. We've been creating change for 32 years. We've made a lot of progress as an LGBTQ movement, including the fact that when the conference first started, we were just gay and lesbian. Now we're lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. So much of that change has been as a direct result of the skills and the experiences that folks have had at this conference, not to mention the connections that they've made.
I noticed that they asked me about pronouns,
Yes.
and that's the first time I've ever been asked that. So I'm sure when people come here, it already feels very welcoming and
Absolutely.
inclusive.
Yeah, so I mean that's part of creating change. That was a practice that was started at this conference, and now we're seeing that become more and more common. The hotel staff now is fully versed and confident around asking for pronouns and sharing their own pronouns. Our gender inclusive restrooms started at this conference. We now see other conferences using that as their standard. So the American Library Association, for example, now has gender-inclusive restrooms at their conference. They asked us for our language and for our signage and asked if they could use it at their conference. So again, we're creating change. Just every city we go to learns a whole lot about pronouns and gender inclusivity and just the broad spectrum of LGBTQ issues.
Tell me how you got involved.
Well, this is my fifth conference.
Oh, okay.
I went, the first conference was in Houston. And I went because I was a member of another organization called, hey,
Jesse.
I'm on an interview.
Oh, sorry. Didn't interrupt.
Bye.
I'm going up to the session with you, okay?
Okay, gotcha. I'll be up there.
All right. Bye.
I'm sorry. The workshops are just fantastic. I've done the immigration workshops. I've done aging now that I'm in that category. But they talked about religion and being gay. Mm-hmm. And they just different. And then I wanted to know more about the trans community and the problems they're having there. And this is the place that got me really educated and aligned with other people to help with their cause.
Very nice.
So that's why I'm here.
Excellent. Well, cool. Well, thanks for the interview.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. That's great.
Seems like you're having a good time.
I'm ready to go have a drink after this.
I have been coming to Creating Change since I was a young queer bee is the term I use, a young queer baby.
Queer bee, yeah.
This has been the space that has taught me, that has mentored me, that has helped me find my place in the movement. So for over a decade, I've been coming to this conference. So this is kind of like a big family reunion.
Wait, a
for
decade?
me.
So you were like 4 when you started?
Oh, darling, you're so kind. You're so kind. No, I was much older than that.
I'm sure that there might be some little gay boys in there that are like, speaking to this person, I might be something else and not a gay person because it doesn't do. So you're my point is, you are creating change yourself just by speaking and being
All of
someone
us,
that
all
people
of
are
us
looking at.
By being authentically ourselves, I think
Yeah.
all of us are doing it. And this space is a space that encourages bravery and authenticity in a way that few others do.
Yes.
And I think, for a lot of folks, especially, there are folks here from very rural places across this country, and you can see people coming here and being more authentically themselves than probably they get to be in their daily lives.
Right.
That's true for a lot of us coming into this space, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing to behold. Our souls need that.
So I have a first timer who's here for the first time. She didn't want me to tell you. Are you you're not nervous?
I'm so nervous.
Okay, well, because she was about to tell me how this works. She was bringing me over, and I was like, I'm just going to run the camera. And she's like, no, but I've talked her into it.
We have these. We're the only ones who have a rainbow foil.
Oh.
You get to put your logo or any information that you might want on here, including a picture of yourself if you want.
You can have them custom made?
Custom made.
Oh my gosh. A little booth over here just kind of pulled me in because of these amazing, beautiful sheets right here. So of course I had to talk to this guy. So this is Jomo right here.
Howdy.
Hi, so tell me what's going on.
So this is Tarir Scarf and Change Me Shop. Change Me makes tins, I make scarves.
We're going to get to her in a minute.
This is the pan. It has the bisexual and the pansexual flag intersecting
Oh
the
my
pride
God.
flag. This is Tony. It's the leather version
Yeah.
with the pride flag flowing through leather.
Oh my gosh.
This is a sarong. It's 2 meters long, and that's
You know, I have yoga classes at my studio that I host, so I can always use some sarong
the one.
because they're so right.
Yes. What I'm wearing is the pat. It's the ACT UP colors. It's black and pink.
Oh,
It's
okay.
from my first season, so it's kind of personal.
I do a shop on Etsy called Changed Me, as in I didn't change my gender changed me. And as a trans woman growing up, I didn't have a lot of visibility role models or items out there that told me that I exist, that I was seen, things like that. And one of my goals in paying it forward to the next generation of queer youth was to change that, literally. So part of what I did is started designing and getting manufactured little pride pins to hand out, to give out, to sell to people who can offer something for it, to be able to say, hey, I'm a queer, I'm an ally, I'm something that I want the world to know, or that I stand up for something and I want the world to know.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful and an opportunity. It actually really was begun in no small part here in Texas. And I had over 300 conversations about LGBTQ identity and inclusion right here in Texas.
Yeah.
Right after they were talking about where I could go to relieve myself, because I wanted to prove that as queer people, our concern is humans being, not humans being.
Oh, I like that. So I'm loving this. I'm here in the Expo area, and now I have this little sarong here, and then I have a new pin. It's pretty awesome, and as you can see, that I think I know this person. Can I crash this interview really?
Totally crashed the filming.
Does your name happen to be Yuval?
Yes, my name is Yuval.
Okay, what the heck are you doing here in Dallas and at this conference?
My hair during this conference. Nobody told you. Didn't tell me that I had a curl that was loose on it.
It was a fancy curl and it was like done like perfectly,
I
you know.
wish.
What are you doing here?
Well, I've supported the National LGBTQ Task Force for over 20 years. Started when I was activated by the task force as a kid.
But you look like 25. Did you start when you were 5?
Don't stop. don't stop.
That's all
the compliments I get.
Right.
This is about advocates and activists, people who actually take themselves to a further place and support their communities by doing so. I produce about a dozen web series, documentaries, short films, feature films as a filmmaker, writer, director, actor.
How do you have time to do all this?
You know, I think the busy people are the ones who do the most amount of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So I create this content, but I also create content that has a social impact element. How can I create change through my art?
So I'm here looking at the schedule for tomorrow, and I found my movie right here.
This is the community mural for the Creating Change conference. So this is, we invite anyone and everyone to come up and paint. So if you notice, there's different people on there, just like the LGBTQI community. We all come from different backgrounds. We all have our own stories. We all have our own narrative. So we want to kind of, this mural kind of tells us that this is who we are as a community. And so it's just not like one person or one group. It's everyone.
Or one color.
Or one color, that's right.
What, is there he's being prop guy and he's interrupting the interview.
So I think the biggest challenge of being bi in LGBTQ plus space and in any space is invisibility. Is that we're here in large numbers, and people have no idea.
And you know, for me, it's sad to hear that because you know you're in our own community as well, and I'm wondering why do you think that is? Why do you think there's that, I don't know, that challenge for you?
I've thought about this for years. My theory, one of my theories is that we're very binary thinking people, and we tend to take anything and try to find a simple frame in which to put it.
Because we don't understand it, so we throw it back on you.
Yeah, the racial binary in the U.S. remains black and white, even though that has nothing to do with data, facts, or reality.
Right.
There's so many different identities, and yet we still create that simple binary, the gender binary, male, female, man, woman.
Gotcha.
We oversimplify a lot of things.
Bodies and Barriers Queer Activists on Health just launched yesterday here at Creating Change.
Okay.
And this is the first book that is the stories of LGBT people who are telling our stories about healthcare, discrimination, healthcare experiences, and how the broken healthcare system is leaving LGBT bodies behind.
Okay, and you say it launched actually yesterday.
Yes, right here at Creating Change.
Really?
Yeah.
So what made you want to release it here at Creating Change this weekend, here in Dallas?
Well, Creating Change is the largest movement building opportunity for the LGBT community every year. And that's what this book is about. It's about building a movement for health equity, for queer people telling our stories, making sure that our healthcare professionals can hear the stories, and that hopefully these stories can lead to an improved healthcare system for all of us.
Wow, what an amazing Creating Change conference here at the Sheraton in downtown Dallas. I met so many really great people. There were so many programs and organizations and associations, and the biggest thing that I took away is there are so many more colors that exist than just the ones on our rainbow flag. If you would like to know more about this conference, go to creatingchange.org and find out how you can get involved or just attend. It's really great. From the local scene to your digital screen, I'm Israel Luna with the Dallas Voice. Have a great day.